Hi everyone, in this video we'll discuss guidelines related to emergency department services, critical care guidelines and nursing facility discharge services with examples. This is very important for your CPC exam, so watch the video till the end. Let's start. Keep your CPT book ready, highlight important codes and guidelines and also don't forget to take notes. Open your CPT book page number 22. You can find emergency department service guideline. So the important thing is definition of emergency department. They may ask you in the CPC exam definition of emergency department. Emergency department is defined as an organized hospital-based facility for the provision of unscheduled episodic services to patients who present for immediate medical attention. And this facility must be available 24 hours a day. This is important. So the important emergency department codes are 99281, 99282 where MDM is straightforward, 99283 MDM is low level, 99284 moderate level of MDM and 99285 high level of medical decision making. These codes are important, mark them. And there is other emergency services code 99288, that is the code for physician or other qualified healthcare professional direction of emergency medical service, EMS, advanced life support. Now let us move to the important guideline in ENM, that is critical care services. This is in your CPT book page number 24. So what is critical care? Critical care is the direct delivery by a physician or other qualified healthcare professional of medical care for critically ill or critically injured patient. Now let's see how to code critical care services. To code critical care services, you have to check if the critical care is given in outpatient setting or inpatient setting. So outpatient setting may be emergency department, physician office, nursing facility, and inpatient services admission to hospital. So let us see if critical care is given in the outpatient setting, what codes you will code. If the critical care is given in outpatient setting, you will code 99291 and 99292 based on time. Check the code 99291 critical care ENM of the critically ill or critically injured patient first 30 to 74 minutes and 99292 which is for each additional 30 minutes. So these two codes you will code for critical care services performed in outpatient setting. In your CPT book page number 25, above these two codes, that is above 99291 and 99292, you can find this table. So in this table they have given total duration of critical care and codes which you need to report. So if the time is less than 30 minutes, you should report appropriate ENM codes. If the time is 30 to 74 minutes, you have to code 99291 once. If the time is 75 to 104 minutes, then you will code 99291 and 99292. Like this, you will use 99291 and 99292 based on time. Check this table and also highlight it. Now let us see inpatient critical care service coding. The codes which are used are 99468 to 99475. That is based on age. So these codes are for age up to 5 years. If the age is more than 5 years, then you are going to code 99291 and 99292 itself. Please remember that when coding critical care services for patients above 5 years who are inpatients, then you will use 99291 and 99292. If they are below 5 years, then you will code 99468 to 99475. Let us check the codes 99468 to 99475. These codes you can find in your CPT book under Inpatient Neonatal and Pediatric Critical Care, page number 48. Check the code 99468, that is for critically ill neonate 28 days of age or younger. Mark these terms. And 99469 is for 28 days of age or younger. Check the codes 99471, 472, you have to mark the age. 99475, that is for 2 through 5 years of age. And 476 is for 2 through 5 years of age. This code is for subsequent inpatient pediatric critical care. You will code as per what they have mentioned in the medical report or in the CPC exam question. So take a note of this. This is the important table which we saw already. That is how you will code 99291 and 99292 based on time. Next, let us see services bundled in outpatient critical care. There are some services that are bundled in outpatient critical care. For example, here you can see cardiac output measurement, chest x-ray, and all these blood gases. All this list of services, they are bundled in outpatient critical care. This is present in your CPT book, page number 24 and 25. So please mark this. These services are bundled in outpatient critical care. So you don't have to code it separately with critical care service. For example, if the physician is giving critical care to a patient and he is also doing all these procedures like chest x-ray, cardiac output measurements, if he is doing any of these procedures along with critical care, then you are not going to code these procedures separately because they are already bundled in critical care. There is also a guideline that these services done before and after critical care must be coded separately. So before giving critical care to a patient, if the physician performs all these services, they have to be coded separately. But you're not going to code it separately when these services are performed along with critical care. So mark this in your CPT book. Now let us see services bundled in inpatient critical care. This is present in your CPT book, page number 46, under Inpatient Neonatal and Pediatric Critical Care. So here they have mentioned these procedures. So these are bundled in critical care. So we should not code it separately when performed during critical care. But if these services are done before and after critical care, then it has to be coded separately. You will understand this better when you solve a question related to critical care services. Let us try to solve this question. 3-year-old critically ill child is admitted by the same physician to the PICU from the ER with respiratory failure due to exacerbation of asthma. So the physician starts continuous bronchodilator therapy and pharmacologic support. What is the CPT code for this encounter? So the main thing you have to see is critically ill child and he is admitted by the same physician to the PICU. So it means that it is a critical care question related to inpatient service because here admission is taking place and the child is 3-year-old. So let us check the code 99475. 99475 is for initial inpatient pediatric critical care per day for E&M of a critically ill infant or a young child 2 through 5 years of age. So our age is 3-year-old and it is a critical care inpatient service. So this code is matching with the question. So our right answer is option A itself. Let us check option B also. 99291. 99291 is for outpatient critical care service that we already discussed. So in our question it is inpatient critical care. So we'll eliminate option B. Coming to option C, 99284. 99284 is for emergency department visit. But in our case, critical care is being provided. So by this we'll eliminate option C. Coming to option D, 99476. 99476 is for subsequent inpatient pediatric critical care 2 through 5 years of age. So this code is reported for E&M of critically ill child after the initial day of care. That is subsequent care. In our question they have not mentioned subsequent critical care, right? The critical care is provided in the first day of care itself. So we will eliminate option D. We are left with option A, 99475, which is our right answer. Let us solve the next question. A 20-day-old infant was seen in the emergency room by the neonatologist, admitting the baby to NICU for cyanosis and rapid breathing. So the neonatologist performed intubation, ventilation management, and complete echocardiogram in the NICU and provided report. Select the correct code for physician service. Let's check option A, 99468. 99468 is for initial inpatient neonatal critical care for the E&M of a critically ill neonate 28 days of age or younger. So in our case, the age is 20 days. So it is matching with the code 99468. We'll keep this option for now. Let us try to eliminate other options. Option B, 99471 is for initial inpatient pediatric critical care, that is for 29 days through 24 months of age. But in our case, the infant is only 20-day-old. So we'll eliminate option B. Coming to option C, 99460. 99460 is for initial hospital or birthing center care for a normal newborn infant. But in our case, the infant is brought to the emergency room for cyanosis and rapid breathing. So we'll eliminate option C, 99460, because that is for normal newborn infant and that code is for initial hospital or birthing center care. Let us check option D, 99291. As we already discussed, 99291 is for outpatient critical care and that is for age above 5 years. So we'll eliminate option D. We are left with option A, which is our right answer. There is another code in option A, that is 93303, which is for transthoracic echocardiography for congenital cardiac anomalies complete. So here the physician has performed echocardiogram. Right. So we have to code 93303 with modifier 26. Modifier 26 is for professional component. We can see here the physician has provided a report for the echocardiography. So we have to code modifier 26. And along with code 99468, you can check the modifier 25. So can you guess why they have mentioned modifier 25 here? That is because we already discussed the guideline in the previous video. If you have not watched that video, check the video how to code E&M part 3 guidelines. That is, we have to use modifier 25 with evaluation and management code while coding with other chapter codes. Code 93303 is from the chapter medicine. So if you want to code other chapter codes with E&M code, you have to put modifier 25 to the E&M code. I hope you're clear with it. If you have any doubt, you can leave a comment below. Now let us check important guideline related to nursing facility service. This is in your CPT book, page number 26. So please mark this. That is, nursing facility service code should also be used to report E&M service provided to a patient in a psychiatric residential treatment center and intermediate care facility for individual with intellectual disabilities. They may ask this question in the CPC exam, that what codes are used to report E&M service provided to a patient in psychiatric residential treatment center. Your answer is nursing facility service code. So in your CPT book, you can check the codes 99304 to 99306, that is for initial nursing facility care, and codes 99307, 99310, that is for subsequent nursing facility care. Highlight those important codes. Now let us check nursing facility discharge service codes. So highlight these important codes. 99315 is for nursing facility discharge management, 30 minutes or less total time on the date of encounter, and 99316 is for more than 30 minutes. Then other important codes which you need to highlight is home or resident service codes, that is for new patient 993412 to 99345, and for established patient 99347 to 99350. So you will code this on the basis of MDM and time. That's it for today. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. In the next video, we'll study guidelines related to prolonged service and standby services with examples. So stay tuned.